photo space right here in Dubai this Friday. Main card is scheduled for an 8 p.m. start local time here in the UAE, 4 p.m. GMT. So make sure you are tuning in wherever you might be and watch whichever time zone across the globe. This one is made possible and brought to you by our friends at Ohara Davies for D4. It's going to be broadcast live on ESPN Plus in the United States of America in association with Top Rank. On ESPN Knockout across Latin America and on IFL TV for the rest of the world. Before we progress, just one quick note, if we may. Unfortunate news that we have been denied the opportunity to see the extraordinary talent that is Ishmael Barroso. He's out of his fight scheduled for Friday against Ohara Davies due to visa issues that we were unable to conclude in time. Ohara, though, will now take on the hard-hitting Nicholas Mwangi, who we'll be hearing from shortly instead. So, denied but certainly not done for. There will be a fight come fight tonight. We'll hear from both fighters. Fight to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. We see just a galaxy of international boxing talent alongside us. They're here in Dubai. They're flown in from all corners of the globe. Is this what you were set out to do when you set out on this journey to bring world-class fights, world-class fighters to the UAE? Surely this is evidence of achievement.
First of all, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to welcome everyone who came from abroad to join us for this special evening on the 26th. Remember, at this case, we're really looking forward for this special night. As you said, a lot of great boxers sitting on the right and left of us. It's a pleasure for us to have such big names coming here and fighting in Dubai. Badou is a frequent, I was done so from Ghana. We'd like to welcome everybody here in Dubai. Dubai is a place where welcomes all nationalities from every part of the world, no matter where it is, and extremely happy moment. And of course, as you mentioned, the space is a very special venue that this event is going to take place in, and it's going to be a very special night of boxing. It's not a lot of crowd, but a very special night of boxing.
You mentioned some of the greats of the game there. Ask many people around the world will say boxing to them, they think Vegas, they think other major cities around the world. Are we getting to the point now when you see the lights of Badou, when you see the lights of others that are coming to Dubai, that Dubai is being recognised as a hub of boxing? Is that one of your ambitions?
Oh yes, I've viewed this their events and the new big powerhouse in boxing, which is Propeller, is going to be also hosting a major event on 11th of December at the Coca-Cola Arena. That itself is a great achievement for a country where boxing didn't exist, and in that short period of time we have reached this level. And again, as I mentioned earlier, fighters, local-based fighters, regional fighters as well are on the undercard, and some are being put on ESPN and ESPN Knockout, and this is big stuff, for a place that has had no boxing in the past, and yes, we are reaching that level. And of course, again, I will say it's a pleasure for us to have such great names fighting on this card, and really looking forward to it. And it is the future of the region, not just Asia and
You mentioned the fights. I'm going to ask you an unfair question now, if I may. I think I know you well enough. Of all of the 4 fights on the main card, is there one that you're specifically looking forward to?
No, there is no one. I'm looking forward to every single one of them. Every single one of them, because all of them are great champions, great careers in boxing, and we have to give a respect to every single one of them, because whatever is being going and happening in the gym, nobody sees it, so looking forward to every single fight, for the big names, for the opponents, for the local fighters, for everyone. I give respect to all of them, and I'm really looking forward for all of the fights. Yes.
That concludes my questions, but I know we've got questions coming in from the floor and internationally as well. Let's get the questions over to the floor. Yes, sir. A question from the floor?
Ahmed, you touched upon the quality of the card there a minute ago. What does it say about the state of boxing in Dubai and the wider UAE? You know, to bring the likes of Badou, Ohara, Rocky, etc. to this event?
Of course, I said, as I said, now it's the right time to have big names coming to Dubai. In the past, 1 year ago or 2 years ago, it didn't make sense because we were just in the process of building the sport here. And today we have reached that level of welcoming and exposing them big names in the region here, and this will motivate as well, a lot of the local talents and regional talents to see, yes, Dubai is becoming a hub for professional boxing, and this will hopefully attract more and more people to be excited and come fight here. As I said earlier, we have a world-class arena here, Coca-Cola Arena, and hopefully we see the events progressing to that level. And as I mentioned earlier, the next event, December 11th, for Belgium, is going to take place in the Coca-Cola Arena. We're really expecting it to be, just as nice as the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's as similar or as good or maybe better, So it's a good way.
Brilliant question. Any further questions from the floor? If not, we will open up to proceedings, opportunity to ask questions of the fighters. Well, as always, thank you very much indeed to you for your ongoing support for the sport of boxing. So, opening back come Friday, main card. Obviously, we heard about the undercard a little earlier on, but we are looking forward to this one, a 10-round light heavyweight contest that sees the long-awaited return of Rocky Fielding to face up against Emmanuel Danso. Emmanuel is with us to my left at the moment. Welcome to Dubai, Emmanuel. I'm going to get a microphone over to you now. What sort of fight are you expecting against Rocky? How much do you know about your opponent, Emmanuel?
He said he knows that he's a boxer, and that's an really boxer, so he knows him as a very good boxer.
In terms of your fighter, in terms of Emmanuel, he is light heavyweight through and through. He's fought that weight through his career. Rocky, first time at 175 at light heavyweight. Is that going to count as well? The experience of fighting at this weight against somebody who fights at this weight for the first time?
Well, he said it's not over yet. It is a new beginning for him, and he's always trying hard to be able to achieve what he wants to achieve.
Looking at Emmanuel's career, 32 wins in his career, this man, experienced fighter, 26 of them are KO, 26 knockouts. Looking for a knockout, looking for a stoppage on Friday?
He said he's not looking for knockout, but when knockout comes, he'll take it.
He'll take it then. Okay, final one, coach, for your boxer. Final one for Emmanuel. What message does he have for Rocky ahead of the fight on Friday?
He's saying he's going to have a fight, so he should come for a fight.
He's going to have a fight. Okay, they're going to pick a fight. That's good. We're going to pick thanks to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, best of luck to you on Friday. Thank you for being with us. Much appreciate your place on the card. But you can hear the call out there already. He's not Bradley. He's not Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. Rocky, welcome back. It's been great to have you with us. It's good to have you back in the line. 2 years. We've had a pandemic, yeah, but 2 years for you. How thrilled, how good a feeling is it to be back in the ring?
Hello. It's a great feeling now. 5 weeks ago, great feeling. I've got the feeling back to press conferences, the waves and all that Friday. So the buzz is back, the excitement's back, and I'm looking forward to getting back into it.
Right, for those that don't know, just give us a little indication as to what's been happening over the last 2 years. What have you been up to, and why now, end of this year, is it right to be back?
Yeah, well, being locked in for the year. No, there's no fault of my own, really. It's just everyone's been stuck in a pandemic hole going. So I've been, looking after the family and stuff like that. But 2 years ago, I've always been the kid. I've always kept fit and stuff like that. And we went back to the UK to do some sparring and got back to corner with Jamie, the coach, and said, like, I don't even feel like I've been anywhere yet. He's like, it doesn't look like you look ahead of where I thought you'd be and being out for 2 years ago. Give me body a bit of a rest. I've always been in the gym non-stop and chasing fights and chasing this and that and then bailing myself out. So it's given me a bit of time to recover. Now I'm going to push back to it now, and I'm looking forward to what I say, I moved out to Dubai now, so I was here last September on a holiday, and I just sat around the pool saying, I'd love to fight in Dubai one day, I'd love that, and the boxing wasn't really starting then, and now it's 8 months down the line, and I'm being fighting, so I'm really for that.
I was a bit nervous about asking fighters about what's next, because obviously you've got a big fight on Friday to get over first and foremost. But if that goes according to plan for you and your team, are you thinking beyond that already?
No, I was saying, got to get Friday out the way, and then, I know he's a date next year for me, next year, so we'll focus on Friday, get that out the way, get back in the mix, look good. Perform well in front of everyone, and then we move on to the next one. But Friday's the one we're focusing on now. As I say, it's been 2 years out of the ring, so I need to focus on that, get a good performance, and get my name back out there.
Can't wait to see you back in the ring. Emmanuel, as you just heard a few moments ago, is here to pick a fight. Are you ready for the fight? What's your message to Emmanuel?
Good luck.
To the point, that's what Rocky is always. Rocky, great to have you with us. We look forward to the fight. It is the first on the main card. Come Friday night! Right, let's move on to the next of our fights. It's the 10-round super lightweight contest between Ohara Davies taking on Nicholas Mwangi. Nicholas, great to see you. Wonderful to have you here in Dubai. An opportunity has arisen for you, an opportunity has come. How excited are you to get into the ring on Friday and do your talking in the ring?
First of all, I would like to thank everybody who has been associated with this event. I'm thankful, and let's say I'm ready to take Ohara. I know he's a well-experienced fighter with good experience in 4 good fighters. But on my side, what I can say, he hasn't fought any other boxer like me. I'm well experienced as well. I can fight, I can box, and I'm ready to fight.
It's an interesting point you made. You mentioned that Ohara and his team have been training the last couple of months with one fighter in mind. Last minute change for them as well. Is there going to be a surprise factor? Could that work in your favour?
To be honest, what I would like to say, he was expecting to fight another opponent who he was, he was ready to face. Me coming as the last option for him, it won't be a big challenge, but to be honest, it will be a big challenge because he didn't have enough time to focus on what kind of a fighter I am, and I'm not saying it's a bigger disadvantage to him, but for me, I'm going to take it as an advantage. And I've been ready. I mean, I was in a fight camp because I was expecting to fight in December. So I'm ready.
You're very much ready. I mean, look at your form this year. It's been a great year for you. 3 fights, 3 stoppage wins in 21. How much would it mean to you to finish on a high with a win this coming Friday? Would it mean a lot?
In December, I was expecting to defend my WBA Asian champion, which didn't happen, and I'm taking this as an advantage to step to another level. And I would like to thank God for the opportunity, because I never saw it coming. But you know, they always say, if the opportunity comes knocking on the door, you don't hesitate, you pick it up and you move on. Yeah.
What's your message for Ohara ahead of the fight on Friday?
The best thing I would like to assure him is to come prepared to box, not to fight. I can box, and as well, I can take the pressure, and I can fight as well.
I think all the best on Friday. Thanks so much indeed. Ohara, great to see you. Again, let's talk frustration. I mean, how frustrating has the last week been for you, getting the news late about Moroso being out as well? Disrupting?
Yes, it was. You know, I only found out quite a few days ago about Moroso, and yeah, I feel some way because he's a good fighter. We're training to fight against the Southpaw, and now I've got an orthodox. And Moroso is a good fighter. I was there when he fought Kevin Mitchell. I was there, and I was like, and I was aboard this guy. I was like, man, this guy's good. Like, this guy can hit. This guy's a good fighter. And I wanted to test myself and to challenge myself against a great opponent. And I got spun back to beat up.
You've said it there. I mean, just in terms of that though, I mean, would you prefer to be in the ring against Nicholas on Friday rather than cancel the fight altogether?
Oh, of course, 100%. And just as he said, he was in camp anyway, so he was meant to be fighting in December. So I just hope he's fit and he's ready. Hope that he can take a punch, and you know, hope he gives me half a decent fight.
Have you been able to see any footage? You've been able to do any research on Nicholas in the lead up to this one?
I don't need to. I don't come anyway.
So good there. You've got the confidence in terms of your camp as well. Yeah, little hitch at the end in terms of your opponent, but overall, going into it well.
I'm just glad that I've actually got a fight. Carable's over there. Listen, since we last fought, he ain't done nothing. His boxing career has been stagnant for like the past few years. A guy like this, he's been mandatory with a WBO for the past 5 years. And I'm like, that could be me. Since I fought him, I've made so much progress. I won the golden contract, I fought live with Sky, and I'm making progress in my boxing career. I could be like this guy right here, cancelled fight after cancelled fight. So I'm just thankful that I've got the opportunity to fight again. And in Dubai, I love Dubai.
Well, we love you. We love your straight talking. One more though for your opponent. Final message to Nicholas.
Easy work. Easy work.
He calls it easy work. He's calling it as that. Ohara, bless you. Thanks so much indeed for being with us. Much appreciate your time. A big thanks to Ohara. A big thanks to Nicholas. Give him a big round of applause. We're looking forward to it. On to our co-main event of the evening as 2-weight world champion, the one and only Badou Jack is back in action. It's here in Dubai. He takes on Samuel Grosset in a 10-round cruiserweight bout. They're banging at the back there. That's because no one can wait for this one, that's for sure. A lot of anticipation. Samuel Gross taking on Badou Jack, and Sam, going to start with you, if we may. Welcome to Dubai, Samuel. Thank you so much indeed for being with us here. How much are you enjoying the experience, and how much are you looking forward to this fight on Friday?
I'm excited. This is one of the biggest opportunities in my life. I love Dubai. I want to get welcome back, so I know I got put on the show. So.
In terms of camp, how's it been? How's the training been?
It's great. I was in camp when I got the call, so I'm ready. I just fought not too long ago. I'm in shape. I'm looking forward to it. So. ready to go.
You're looking in great nick as well. Let's talk size if we can, because Badou, as we all know, is stepping up to cruiser for this particular fight. Size going to play a factor in the fight?
It might. I mean, we'll see. I know he's been a strong fighter at 68 and 75, so I expect him to be strong at this weight as well. I know he's a very skilled veteran, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
How much would victory mean for you and your team on Friday?
Would change my life. So I mean, this is like a great opportunity. I got to take advantage of it.
And talking of those opportunities, opportunities come and knocking all over the world. When it came to Dubai as well, was there any hesitation whatsoever in terms of opportunity?
No, of course not. I mean, I didn't think for a second. I took it immediately. So I'm glad I did too.
And your message to the man to my right at the moment, what do you want to say to Badou ahead of that fight?
I'm ready, and let's go out and put on a show. Ready to go.
Samuel wants to put on the show. He is the showmaker. He is the showstopper. Let's talk to Badou Jack now. Badou, wow, what do we say? Great to have you here. We've heard for a few years. The rumours have been doing the rounds, Badou. The rumours have been doing the rounds that you were thinking about Dubai. You've been here. You were talking about having a fight here as well. It's here. We're almost on the eve of it. How happy are you and your team about fighting in Dubai?
Assalamu alaikum. I'm very happy to fight here in Dubai. Finally, I've been here for 5 years, I think, back and forth. I actually lived there for a while too, so this is my third and second home. I mean, I'm from Sweden, but lived in Vegas for 10 years, over 10 years. So, yeah, this is going to be the first of many fights in Dubai.
I mean, for a man like you that's trained and fought in different parts of the world, we've got the infrastructure here at the moment, we've got the right people here working towards building boxing here in the region.
Yeah, I think this will be the Las Vegas of the Middle East. So, yeah, hopefully more big fights. We got to keep building and just put on great fights and have fun.
I think you just wrote the headlines for tomorrow morning, Las Vegas, the Middle East. I think that's the sports headlines for tomorrow. Let's talk about you. Two-way world champion, super middleweight, light heavyweight. Now competing at cruiserweight to take on Samuel over there. Would the plan, in theory, be to try and win a world title in this division as well as that, sort of long term?
Of course, that's what I'm here. So, yeah, my plan is to become a 3-division world champion, maybe 4, who knows. As of right now, it's only going to be 3. But yeah, I mean, I've been walking around heavy. I'm a big guy for super middle and light heavyweight. So this is it's a little different, but I still have to make weight. So it's not super easy, but I'm very comfortable.
How was camp? How was the training? All good?
Pretty good. My whole camp was here in Dubai. So yeah, we had a good time. Our partners, Fight Tom Jameer, have been treating us very good, and yeah, we had a great camp.
Great to have it. I mean, just looking at the division again, I don't want to hang around on it too much, but obviously we've seen Canelo stepping up as well. Looks to be a division that offers a lot of potential. It's a good division to be a part of. Is that being part of the thinking or not?
No, I don't really care. I just want to become a champion in the new weight class. Whoever's there, I'm ready to fight at any one of them. First, we got this fight.
First, we got this fight. What can we expect on Friday night?
I train very hard like I always do. I'm in great shape right now. But my fans here in Dubai.
Well, you've got plenty of fans here in Dubai. Many of them are here with us today. Many are tuning in. We just heard from Samuel that he's going to put on a show. What's your message to your opponent ahead of the fight on Friday?
Welcome to Dubai. Good morning. Right.
Look at that. Sign that man up as an ambassador for Dubai tourism now, if we can. Very great to have you with us. Thank you so much indeed for being with us. Enjoy the fight. Okay. Next up, we move on to our main event of the evening, as none other than Mohamed Waseem meets Robert Barrera over 12 rounds for the WBC silver flyweight title. The fight also serving as a world title eliminator for the WBA flyweight title. Let's talk to Robert first, if we can. and understand that Robert has a translator with him to help out with translation. So thank you very much indeed to Robert's team. Welcome to Team Barrera. Great to have you here. How big a flight is this for you and your career come Friday?
Sí, muchas gracias por la invitación de Uruguay. Es una buena pelea.
Thank you very much. I'm really happy to be here in Dubai and hoping to do a big, good fight.
How much does Robert know about his opponent? What are you expecting?
La verdad sí, he estudiado a Waseem, he visto su falencia en el boxeo y venimos a hacer una buena pelea y salir con la victoria que es el combate, ganar esta pelea.
I studied him, I saw his fights, I know what he's good at and what he's not that good at, and we're going to take advantage of that.
In terms of what you've seen from his opponent as well, have you been able, Robert and your team, to pick on any weaknesses that you might be able to work on?
La verdad no, la cosa la voy a mostrar en el ring. No es mucho hablar, no me gusta hablar mucho, sino demostrar lo que he estudiado de él en el ring. Y ese día voy a hacer todo en el ring para demostrar que yo soy mejor que él.
I'm going to keep that for myself. I'm going to show it in the ring. I'm not that much of a talker. I will show my skills in the ring.
Give us a little indication, if you can, about how the camp has gone. Obviously flying into Dubai as well. But happy with the progress of the camp and the build-up to this fight?
La verdad sí, estoy muy contento con lo que hice con mi entrenador para los pecados. La verdad hicimos un buen campamento para esta pelea, para venir a salir con la victoria. Y sí, estuvo muy bien el viaje, contento aquí en Dubai.
Yeah, I'm glad with the camp I did. I've been training a lot, and also on the fight it was long, but I'm doing better. I'm doing good. I rested, I sleep, and I'm ready.
He's ready. Now listen, you've already had a world title shot during your career already. Win here on Friday could set you up for another shot at a world title. Is that an added incentive going into the fight on Friday?
La verdad estoy muy contento por esta pelea. Es una pelea que se me vuelve a abrir la puerta otra vez para volver a triunfar. He tenido dos peleas mundialistas, no he podido lograr la cosa de título, pero en este yo sé que voy a lograr y voy a volver a pelear el título otra vez. Tengo con la mente positiva a ganar mi pelea y sé que por favor de Dios no va a salir bien.
Is there a huge motivation to have another chance to get a title shot? I'm gonna do all I have. I'm gonna prove that I'm ready for a title shot and get it this time.
Last one, you know where it's coming. What's Robert's message for Waseem ahead of the fight?
La verdad sí, digo que estoy muy bien preparado porque la verdad yo vengo preparado para esta pelea y vengo con todas. Vengo con todas, no me gusta subir las derrotas y vengo a ganar porque la verdad soy un tipo que siempre trae la mente en alto en todas las peleas y quiere salir a ganar en todas. Y en esta vengo muy preparado, digo que estoy bien preparado, que yo estoy muy preparado para salirme con la victoria de mi país, la Colombia.
I'm gonna bring it all. I'm really good prepared. I hope he's too, because I'm gonna show all I have and take the victory back to Colombia.
No vine tan lejos para irme con las manos vacías.
I didn't come from that far to go away with nothing.
All the best to Robert, who of course is part of the fight on the main card event this coming Friday. Robert, all the best to you in that fight. He takes on Mohammed Waseem, the man alongside me. Welcome back to Dubai, my friend. You fought here twice in 2019, I think it was, like 2019. Good to be back and another huge fight for you.
First of all, assalamu alaikum everyone. Yes, I've been here many times and win good fights. So I have a very good camp for this fight. Good sparring sessions. I worked very hard for this and we show my skills on Friday.
What can we expect on Friday? What do you expect from the fight?
I worked very hard for this fight. I know we have a very good plan for him. So we'll show our skills on Friday. So we will be 100% inshallah victorious.
Flyweight division is red hot at the moment. It's booming. Some massive names there and a lot of expectation. Are you thinking ahead? Do you want these fights, some of the big names, to get further from Friday? What's the plan after Friday if things go according to plan?
First of all, I am 100% focused on my Friday fight. Smashing inshallah Friday in this fight, and then we will look forward for the another fight. So I'm focused on this. I'm going to reach him inshallah on Friday night, and then for next.
What's your message for Robert ahead of that fight? Final thoughts?
Yeah, I have a good message for him on Friday. So I worked very hard for this fight. So I will prove for him myself one of the best fighters. I worked very hard, very good sparring sessions in Glasgow, Scotland. One of the toughest sparring in my career. I spar one of the best fighters. So I'm 100% confident to beat him on Friday, inshallah.
Best of luck to you on Friday. Enjoy the fight. Best of luck to all of our fighters. We've got a few minutes to open up to the floor. Thank you very much indeed. If you've got any questions for any of our fighters from the floor, or equally any of our virtual viewers who've been texting in those messages, any messages from the floor, any questions? Without further ado then, if there are no messages, it just remains for me. In fact, let's get one final one from the boss, because he's here. He's given up this time this morning. Again, undercard looks great, main card looks amazing. We're in for an absolute classic come 8 o'clock Friday night.
As I said, it's going to be fireworks on Friday night, so tune in on ESPN from the United States, ESPN, Latin America, iPhone TV, worldwide, and just enjoy this special night of boxing and many more good days of boxing are coming over, inshallah, 2022. So thank you very much for all of you for attending, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, big thanks to you, Ahmed A. Siddiqui and Sons. Teamed up with D4G Promotions to bring this one to you on Friday night. That concludes the main card final press conference. Best of luck to all of our fighters here, all of those on the undercard. Thanks so much indeed for joining us. Do tune in wherever you are around the world. 8 p.m. local time UAE, that's 4 p.m. GMT. Make sure you tune in before the undercard. Weigh in tomorrow as well. That'll be live across all our social media platforms as well. Fight night on Friday. See you then. Goodbye.